Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my life in order around here. All right. Give me 1 second, bitch. All right. Look, don't y'all hoes throw no shade. All right. I was getting my life in order. Whew, girl. What's good, y'all? So, Rare House, these damn salt wives, girl. This is season 2, episode 19, Cinco de Mayhem. So the episode starts with hold on. All right, the episode starts with, everybody there for the next day or whatever the case may be. And obviously everybody doing different shit. So Heather and Lisa go horseback riding. Shawshank and Whitney go ATVing. And canceled Meredith and Mary go down there to the spot. So Heather and Lisa talk about Meredith and how she never realized that Lisa needed Meredith a little bit more. I'm going to be real with y'all. Even though I don't feel like Lisa had Meredith's back when it came to this Shawshank situation, because she did not. I don't care what she says, she did not. Lisa, you did not have that woman back when it came to the Shawshank situation. You can't have that person back when you sitting around here still trying to be friends with this thieving ass heifer and still trying to bring her around and make Meredith talk to her, especially when she was sitting around there liking and retweeting homophobic tweets about Miss Prakisha. So don't sit up here in my face and try to sit up and act like you really gave a damn like that, because in my opinion, you didn't. I feel like you really dropped the ball when it came to Meredith and the Shawshank thing. But I'm going to be real with you too. And y'all know I don't see it for Lisa like that. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. A part of me do feel like Lisa's feelings are valid. I'm not going to lie. I do think, personally, I feel like Meredith hasn't all the way been there like that for Lisa. But I wonder, was that only around the time she was going through what she was going through with Seth? Because if that was around the time that she was going through what she was going through with Seth, I mean, like, it's hard to be there for somebody when you're going through something. Now, if you felt this way throughout your 10-year thing, that's completely different. But if that was the case, why say something now? Why go a whole 10 years? I want to say something at year 10. I don't know. Like, y'all know, I don't see it for Lisa, but I do feel like her feelings are kind of valid when it comes to and Meredith. I like you a lot. Damn it. I like you, Meredith, but I do feel like, don't get me wrong. She won't there for you in the capacity that she should have been when it came down to Shawshank. But I also feel like in some ways you ain't all the way been there for her either. I do. Even though I feel the way I feel about Lisa, I do feel like her feelings are valid, just a little. So Shawshank feels like it's possible that Meredith could have lied about her father's memorial. Now, not Heather, Meredith. Listen, because this entire time I have said that there's no way in hell that Meredith or Mary, for that matter, gave any information or leaked any information down to the feds. I just still don't believe that, y'all. I don't. I still don't believe that. Now, the fact that you gave Lisa and Heather 2 different dates of your father's memorial. But, again, much like how it came with Whitney about Justin's financial shit, where he in trouble as he getting sued or whatever, I'm choosing to turn a blind eye. Moving on. That drunken interlude was brought to you all by Grey Goose. So that goes to what I said. Lisa and Heather come to the conclusion that Meredith gave both of them 2 different dates. I'm assuming Fran thought that it was Monday, but when Lisa called her and they left, it was a Tuesday, and she told her that, she felt bad about calling her because she was at her dad memorial, blah, 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 blah. And Meredith went with it. So it's like, see, when people catch you up in shit like that, Meredith, that's when it becomes hard for somebody to have your back. Now, I'm still choosing to have your back because I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't think Meredith had nothing to do with Shawshank getting him down to the Bugle Lab. I just don't. I don't. So Shawshank feels like her and Whitney should bring up their feelings to Mary and Meredith. I mean, why not? Listen, it was Shawshank thieving ass party that we gonna gag about that later because Meredith, I said the same thing, and we gonna get to it in a second. So canceled canceled Meredith and Mary down to the spa. So then canceled admits to telling Shawshank about the private investigator. And Canceled admits to telling Shawshank about the private investigator, and Meredith feels like she took that moment from her, and she did. Canceled, fuck you, bitch. I don't fuck with you no more. But you did, and this was the fan I meant to get at first, instead of the messy one. Now you was being messy, so technically that was still the right time to pull out that fan. But fuck you, ho, you canceled. Anyway. Dewey still don't want to commit to going couples therapy. I don't care. Listen, Dewey, go on out there and get you another white child. Get you a better one than you got now. Oh, fuck whore. Moving on. So then they asked Mary how Robert was doing, and she didn't want to answer that around canceled because she doesn't know her, and she excuses herself from the lunch. Now, if I still saw it for canceled, I would have gave Mary the business for being rude as fuck for no damn reason in that moment. Like, girl, at the end of the day, listen, the reason why you don't want to answer it is because you can't answer it because you don't give a damn about what he got going on. I don't feel like you bit more give two hells, two devil ass fucks for that matter, what Uncle Grandpa got going on around there, because you repulsed by that man now. But if you were repulsed by him now, bitch, you should have been repulsed by his ass then. You should have been repulsed enough not to conceive a damn child by him. How about that? Like, don't sit up and don't sleep with this man and have this man baby, then want to sit up here and try to act like you so repulsed by him now. So it's time for a Shawshank Cinco de Mayo Mayhem party and whatnot. And Mary called Robert Jr. to ask this damn boy what dress she should wear. And the only answer he could give him is his piss, because that's what he was doing. That's what he was doing while she was jaw-jacking about the tied, tacky ass, them three tied, tacky ass dresses that you. That's probably why he ain't answer, because he already know whatever it is, it's gonna be tied, delayed through, and tacky. So he just like. So Meredith asked Whitney, did Shawshank pay for this dinner? Because if she did, she doesn't want to be a part of it. And from Whitney said, from her understanding was the husband's paid for it. First and foremost, Meredith, bitch, you messy. But the funny part about it, Meredith, I've been said that. If y'all go back and look at my earlier Salt Wax reviews from this season, when when Shawshank first started buying everybody gifts, I said that then. I said that when she was buying Fran all them damn dildos and sex toys. I said, Fran, don't accept them shits. That was bought with stolen money. That's fed money. I said the same shit. So I would look. I was with Meredith when it came to that. I said the same thing. I told Friend that don't accept them dildos and sex toys and lubes and lubrications and whips and chains and haircuts and feathers and all the rest of that freaky shit she into. Don't accept that because it was bought with stolen money. I said the same thing when she was bought buying y'all them damn gifts before the veil. I said the same thing. Don't y'all accept them damn. like I said, everything that she bought from now on is evidence because it was bought with them people money and not her own. I've been said that. Moving on. Speaking of which, shall we get down to the table and Shawshank give these ladies the gifts of them tight ass snowflakes that she bought before a veil? Child, how the hell the FBI missed that stolen merchandise is beyond me. And then y'all sitting there happy to accept it. But Meredith, again, Meredith, you pissed me off. Because this is another time and another point where you don't say what you mean and mean what the fuck you say. Because you sat up there and brought that up on camera when it came down to Whitney about how you didn't want to accept anything that came from her because you feel the way I feel. It's evidence at this point. I don't want my hands nowhere around it. But yet, when she gave you the snowflake, you took it. Like, I wasn't mad at Whitney for pointing that out because it was just like that. That's what I mean about that fake, phony ass, fraudulent ass mess that y'all be doing around there. Like, just fake and phony for no reason. Like, you busted up in her room and asking her about whether she paid for this whole trip, but you gonna accept the snowflake. Girl, if the trip was paid for with stolen money, don't you think them tight ass snowflakes was bought with stolen funds? Child. Anyway. So Cancel brings up Mary dismissing her, and Meredith says that she understood Mary's plight. Listen, just because it's canceled, I don't give a shit. Moving on. So Mary asks Meredith, does she like Canceled? And she said, hell no, because she think that hoe is rude. So then Heather takes up for Canceled. And Mary asks her, well, girl, where is your husband? And I said, friend, she done called you to the mat, friend. Friend, what is you going to do? What is you going to do, friend? And you've been watching me for a year. I know you got some reads somewhere around there after watching me. And girl, I'd be damned if you ain't came up with one. Because you looked at her and you said, why would you say something like that to me? You don't think I don't know that I'm not married? She said, since we talk about husbands, let's talk about your fucking husband, who just so happens to be your step granddaddy. Come through. Yes, God, friend. Friend, I was with it. It was real messy, friend. Friend, it was really, 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 really messy, but I was down for it. Listen, some people can argue that, Heather asked for it when she brought up, how, canceled husband paid for half of the trip. So, her opinion does, her opinion does count. If we're all friends, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she could have left her husband out of it, but you know what? Hey, listen. How about this? Friend opened the door. Mary climbed through it. And friend tossed that bitch out by her damn scap, honey. Okay. By her damn scap, which is also canceled. Apparently, because I got the raw fat. But y'all know what I mean. I won't mad at the read. I won't mad at the read at all. I was down for the read. The friend, you really should have cussed her old tight ass out. But you gave her what you gave her. I'm just glad that you gave her what you gave her. Good. So then in the middle of all of that, Lisa and Mary get into it. Like Lisa starts calling out about how, she a cult leader around there, the cesspool missionary temple and stuff like that. And then, Mary got the nerve and the gall to sit up there and say that, she'll never invite Lisa down to her church because she don't want the devil in her church. Well, bitch, the devil was in there when your grandmammy was in there. Let's be clear. Because the story has been that your grandmammy was on the same damn tip that your ass on now. Like I done said. God don't know Mary's name. Period. God don't know nothing about cesspool missionary temple. Period. God is nowhere in that damn cesspool. Nowhere around there. Talking about something, you ain't inviting the devil in there. Bitch, you is the damn Baphomet. Hell you mean? Anyway. So Meredith says that Lisa hasn't been there for her. So what more does she want from her in that moment? Because, when Meredith was given canceled, every damn thing that she deserved and then some. And she was like, well, what about this, Meredith? Like, do you think that's cool for her to be around here talking to people like this and blah, 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 blah? Do you still think that's a good person? And yada, 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 yada. And then that's when Meredith came back and said, well, you just said that I didn't have your back. You included me and everybody in that. So why are you looking at me to have your back? Listen, again, I'm not going to take away from Lisa's feelings. Even though I don't fool with Lisa like that, I'm not taking away from Lisa's feelings. I'm sorry, Meredith. I don't feel like you was there for Lisa. The same way Lisa won't there for you, I feel like when you was going through what you was going through and fucking everybody around here, down here in New York City, you won't there for her. But then again, now that I think about it, Lisa always walk around here acting like she perfect, her husband perfect, she has the perfect marriage, she has the perfect sons, she has the perfect family dynamic. Lisa does give that off. So, I mean, she gives it off to Whitney. She gave it off to Heather. So I'm more than sure she gives that off to other people. So now that I just sit here and think about it, maybe that's why Meredith won't dare for you like that. Because you too busy running around here trying to act like you and your family and your dynamics are so perfect. I mean, now that I sit here and think about it, So Whitney calls out Mary for being a woman of God, but treating people the way she does. And I was on her side with that. For you to be running around here claiming that you're a woman of God, nah, I don't think that. You're a woman of the Kojic. That's what you are. You a regular woman of the Kojic. I know a lot of Kojic hoes like you. All right, not a woman of God. So I kind of was on their side. You can't run around here talking about something that you close with God and y'all tight like that. Like you and God go way back like spinal cords and car seats, but yet you sit up amongst these women and you treat them as if they're the bottom of your damn shoe. At your leisure. They don't even have to do nothing to you half the time. Half the time, the only thing they can do is say, hey, Mary, how are you? And then you look at them as if they stink, or you look at them as if they owe you $20, or you look at them as if you found out they talked about you the night before or something. Like the way you treat people and the way you view people and the way you value materialistic things and shit like that. Like, girl, moving on. Listen, your son pissing on the phone while you on it just shows exactly where you fit in people's lives. Moving on. So Lisa gets upset and she leaves the table crying when Meredith basically takes up for Mary and her fuck shit. But it goes back to what I said before. I honestly feel like Meredith is really only using Mary because she knows that Mary gets to Lisa. That's really how I feel. I feel like Meredith is basically playing the game that Lisa played when it came down between her and Shawshank. She said, okay, bitch, you want to try to keep me being amongst somebody that dogged me out, dogged out my child, dogged out this and put out rumors and stuff about me. She said, fine, I'm going to get you where it hurt. And you're obviously hurt and you're triggered. You're triggered. So Whitney asks Meredith one more time about her father's memorial and the date of it. And then Meredith gets upset. And she says that, she's not, she told the truth. She told them what she wanted them to know. And she's not answering this question no more. Meredith, the fact that you got upset like that, it speaks volumes. Okay, because let's be clear. You got two cast members that are set up to talk amongst each other about how you gave them different dates of your daddy's memorial. Don't get me wrong, Meredith. You know I like you, sir. It's no shade. But I'm not going to sit here and act like these women's feelings ain't damn valid, because it is. You can't even keep up on the date of when you eulogized and buried your daddy. I remember when I buried my daddy, January 3rd, 1998. He died December 27th, 1997. I was 8. Okay? We buried my mama November what? 14th, I think it was. 15th, somewhere around there. She died November 12th, 2018. Like, I I remember that. Like, so it's no way one person can ask me one thing and then I give them the answer, and then somebody else asks me the same damn shit and I get them something completely different. It's no way. So I'm not gonna act like these people feelings ain't valid when it comes to you Meredith. I ain't gonna do that. Moving on. Baby, let me tell you something. Lisa Barlow did not get the lesson that a lot of these loving hip-hop girls got. And that's never sit up and spew out real truths over a hot mic. Because, baby, let me tell you something. Girl, if y'all didn't know what Lisa said, I got what the hell Lisa said, girl. Lisa stormed off in that bathroom and said this right here. She said, Meredith can go F herself. I'm done with her. Because I'm not an effing whore and I didn't cheat on my husband. Her and her dumb effing family that poses. Why don't you own a house? Oh, wait, you can't because your husband changed jobs every 5 minutes. Meredith is a piece of effing shit. I had your back and I'm offended by that. F you, that effing piece of shit garbage whore. I effing hate her. She's a whore. She effed half of New York. She could go F herself. And I said, well, Lisa. You know what? I don't know. Meredith don't give me a harlot in heels. All right. She don't give me Ariana Curry. You know what I'm saying? She don't give me that. I don't believe she. Damn, Meredith, half of New York, girl. What half was it? I really, you know what? Listen, I think it's sad and I think it's messed up that a friendship of 10 years get on TV 1 year. And now y'all no longer see it for each other. And y'all sit around and y'all spew out all of these truths about each other. And y'all been friends, best friends at that, for 10 years. That says a lot. This says a lot that y'all allowed reality TV to fuck up y'all friendship of 10 years. And this goes to the both of y'all. Not just Lisa. It goes to Meredith too. I think it's real sad that the both of y'all allowed that shit to happen. I'm just gonna be real. It's sad. It's real sad. I don't want to see real friendships get thrown down the drain behind bullshit. And this TV shit is bullshit. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you all on the mic spewing out this woman truth. No shade. No shade, Meredith. But you know, Lisa sitting around here spilling out your truths, girl, being real at the same damn time. And y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. I gotta say, Real Housewives, these damn Salt Wives, girl, y'all finally decide to pick up right around when it's about to be reunion time. Now y'all want to pick the hell up. But you know, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Y'all jump down in the comments, sound off down there. Let me know whose side y'all on when it comes to the Lisa and Meredith situation. And yeah, I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.